My name is Mary Koira. I work for Hivos in a program called WeLead. I support in DML, or what we call M&E, and also capacity strengthening. For me, because this is the first time I'm taking a leadership course and more so having a coach. So for me, the 3 days have been very impactful to me. A lot of reflection. Just for the many years, I've told myself I can do so much, I'm worth a lot more potential, but I've never taken a step. So taking that step, and the 3 days have really, opened up my eyes on how much I'm capable of, and now living the dream of the sky is limitless. So it has been a journey for me to just reflect on how my behavior really impacts who I have become. And so I really need to address those behavioral patterns that possibly I have, and that border around ego, and for me to know that that's the enemy. So I am really looking forward to work with a coach on this journey, so that by the end of it all, by the end of the 6 months, I'm really where I need to be, because I still believe I'm not where I should be. I've seen many of my colleagues, many of my age mates being in very high, huge leadership positions. And I'm like, that's where I need to be. So it has been an impactful 3 days. Despite your age, I think you can begin from any point in your life. And my advice would be, don't shy away from taking up a challenge. I might have begun late in life, but who says, which is the age limit for starting this? So for me, start, if you know you believe in something, please begin at whatever age you have. And 2 is, people are where they are, people are successful because they had a coach. The many people you see successful players, football, be what, they are where they are because they have a coach. So I think one of the things I would advise people is always get a coach. It's not been an easy journey for me to identify a coach, and I'm really excited that for the first time, after so many years, I'll have a personal coach to work with, to walk the journey with. So yeah, please take the challenge, challenge yourself. Like I said, the sky is limitless. You can be anything you want, and if at all you take that first step.
Hi, I'm SM Omimo, a project safety and security officer working at Hivos on WeLead program. The most impactful moment for me in this program was the time that I was able to self-assess myself using the quadrant model. It helped me to be conscious of who I am, to be conscious of my strength, the upper right, and so then I was able also to know that I need to build capacity and capability and skills in other quadrant facets, like lower left. Yeah, they're all important, and no facet is better than the other, but they're very important depending on which situation I am. The new insight for me is how grounded should I be? What make me different? And this comes with the things that I do to build myself. An example, what are some of the somatic things that I do? And so living here, there are things that I'm going to make sure that I do to ensure that my life can be better. And so I'm going to apply this knowledge like listening. And this is critical listening. There before, I had a notion that as much as I'm doing a keen listening, I had to like speak, encourage, but here I've learned that there's a good point for me just to listen to my fellow beings and just listen to them. And I could just nod, I could just encourage them with my hands, no need to speak, so that they can pour themselves and finding a safe environment in me.
Hello, I'm Jeanette Vargas. I'm from Costa Rica in Latin America. I work in Hivos, and we are running now the We Lead program. When we share with the small group some of our principal challenge for this the past year. It was impacting everybody, it was impacting us emotionally, and so even when I was working with these colleagues, I never expect something like that. So that it was like we know each other deeply.
My name is Mary Wangoi. I work with Oxfam International, and I am the donor accountant in Oxfam International. The emotional line, just the fact that through exploring and understanding what I'm feeling, and I'll add journaling because that's also really related to the emotional. It will help me to process my emotions and also inform what I can do next. So I'm excited to try it out and to, not just for the sake of it, but to help me understand myself, my feelings and emotions better, and hopefully that to inform how the next steps that I take, both at home and at work. I think first I would say congratulations. Like taking the step to get into the program, I think is action that you've taken that will surely pay off. That would be the first thing. The second thing I would tell them is to get the results that you want to see, show up and be committed. Be committed to, it's really being committed to yourself. So if you show up and do the work required, you will have the results.
My name is Nyambura Gathunde. I'm the We Lead program manager. So I manage the 9 countries that We Lead works in, and I'm based in Nairobi. The ability of the program to help you see your power. Yeah, because sometimes we don't know how much power we hold until somebody else helps you see it or points you to that direction. So I just realized there's so much potential individually, but also as a team, that we have so much to offer, and sometimes we don't realize that we have it. So coming together, sharing, connecting with each other has really brought that out, and I think it's something beautiful that we need to nurture and work around. I think for me, I struggle a lot with issues around conflict, but going through this training has also reminded me that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That there are so many ways in which you can work around issues, and that every time you are confronted with a situation, you don't have to overthink it, especially thinking about other people and how they are supposed to act or do things. You just need to focus on yourself and ask yourself, what can I do, me as Nyambura? Based on my power, my knowledge, my influence, what can I do? And once you do that, you realize that you're able to do so much more. Because when you focus on another person, you're basically focusing on their ability to do something or to change something, which you have no control over. But you can control your own actions, and that is powerful. For me, I found that really, really powerful. Right?
Liberating, impactful, and warm.
Challenged, empowered, and inspired.
Learning, leadership experience, expectations.
Wonderful, relaxing, considered, pumped.
Connection, support, pushing yourself.